Hello student, I am Professor Pallavi Devkati welcomes you in 12th lecture of Elective Econ 354. Course title is Agri-Business Management. In previous lecture, we studied about planning in agribusiness, in which we studied in detail about definition of planning, then characteristics of good plan, types of planning, then steps in planning process, etc. Okay, in today's lecture we study about organization in agribusiness management. Okay, so we see different points related to organization. In that, first one, that is meaning and definition of organization. Okay, so in case of organization, any business activity, there is always a person. That person guide and control the functions of that particular organization, then coordinate and regulate all the factors which are employed in the basic business activity. Okay, or apart from these above function, he take the responsibility of the outcome, and such person we call as entrepreneur or organizer. Okay, that means in any business activity there is one person who is always responsible for taking the responsibility of outcome, also guide and control the functions of that particular business activity, coordinate and regulate all the factors which are employed in the business activity. Such person is known as entrepreneur or organizer. Okay, and the business activity which he is doing, that business activity is known as enterprise or organization. Okay, so the main aim of this organization is to attain the ultimate objectives or aims of any business activity. Okay, in short, we can say that if the management is seen as a body of knowledge, this organization is considered as skeleton or framework on which management is built up. Okay, so this is the some basic meaning of management. Okay, or in short, the organization, it refers to process or managerial function. Okay, that means the organization is required to create the effective group of action towards a predetermined objectives of goal. Okay, so after meaning of organization, next point, that is definition of organization. Okay, so according to different scientists, there are different definition of organization. So first definition is, it is the form of every human association for the settlement of goal that we call as a organization. Okay, so basically this organization is nothing but the human association for the attainment or settlement of object or the goal that we call as organization. Another definition of organization, that is, it is the process of defining and grouping the activities of enterprise and establishing authority relationship among them. Okay, so another definition, it is the process of defining and grouping the activities of enterprise. That means whatever the different activities which are conducted in any business, that defining and grouping of that particular activities, and also establishing the authority relation among them. Also, one part is establish the authoritative relationship between different activities. This is we call as a organization. Okay, that means organization, first one, that is the process of defining and grouping the activities, and second one is establishing the authority relationship among these activities. Okay, another definition of organization, It is a process of identifying, grouping the work to be performed. Okay, that means in organization there is main two functions or activities which are carried out, that is identification and grouping of different activities or work performed by that particular business firm. Okay, so these are the different definition of organization. Okay, after definition of organization, next point, that is organization is essential aspects in, that means in different ways this organization is essential. In that first one, this organization is essential in order to accomplish goal, that means main and important aspect of this organization, that is accomplishment of goal or attainment of that particular objectives or reaching up to goal. Okay, then this organization also essential in to carry out the different plans. Okay, whatever the plans which are prepared in that particular business firm, this organization is essential to carry out that particular different plans. Then third one, that is this organization make it possible to people work efficiently. Okay, that means this organization help the people to work efficiently or effectively to attain that particular objective. Okay, then another point, that is the activity must be grouped logically. Okay, so this organization is also essential in case of activities, that means in organization these activities are grouped logically according to different task or function. Then next point, that is authorities must be defined. Okay, so another essential aspect of this organization, in this organization authorities must be defined so that the conflict does not arise due to the different authorities. Okay, also one of the point in which this organization is also essential in that an international structure of roles must be designed and maintained. Okay, so there must be international structure of roles must be designed and maintained due to this organization. So these are the different essential aspects which are used through this organization. Okay, after essential aspect, next point, that is steps in organization process. Okay, so there are different steps in that first and major step, that is identifying the activities. Okay, so whatever the different activities which are involved to attain the objectives of an enterprise, you must identify that activities. This is the first step, that is identification of activities in organization. After identification of activities, next step, that is grouping of similar activities. Okay, so in second step the grouping of activities is done, and this grouping of activities is done on the basis of similarities. That means the similar activities are grouped in a single group. So on the principle of function or departmentation with the further subdivision into the section and ultimately jobs. Okay, that means this grouping of activity can be defined on the basis of principles, function, or also departmentation, which further subdivided into different section, and ultimately it is also subdivided into different jobs. Okay, so this is the grouping of similar activity. After that, third step, that is definition of responsibility. That means after grouping of different activities or different subdivisions or section, next step is to definition of responsibility and accountability, so that each person knows what is the expected of him in terms of attainment of enterprise objective. Okay, so next step, that is definition of responsibility and accountability. After that, fourth step, that is delegation of responsibility. Okay, in fourth step, that is delegation of requisite authority to enable the each person to carry out his responsibility. Okay, and after that, next step, that is provision of physical property. That means after delegation of respective authorities to particular person, next step, that is to provide adequate physical facilities to that particular delegates to fulfill or attain that particular objectives of firm. So the provision of adequate facilities to discharge adequately the responsibility, and lastly, that is the establishment of clear structural relationship among the individual or the group. Okay, so these are the different steps in organization. In the first step, that is identifying the activities. Second one, grouping of similar activities. Third one, defining the responsibility, delegation of responsibility. Fourth one, that is provision of physical properties. And last one, that is establishment of structural relationship. Okay, so these are the different steps in organization. Okay, after steps in organization, next point, that is importance of organization. How this organization is important or helpful for business organization. So there are some importance of this organization. In that first one, that is encourage the specialization. Okay, so due to the proper organization, it can encourage the specialization. That means for example, in case of production of particular special product. Then second one, increase in productivity due to the proper organization, proper utilization of resources is done, and due to which the productivity is increased. Then next important, that is faster cooperation. Okay, as the responsibilities are divided, activities are divided or grouping into the similar and dissimilar groups, so it can foster the cooperation between different departments. Then expansion and growth of enterprise. This organization also help the business to expand or increase the growth of that particular business organization. And last one, avoidance of duplication. That means the whole organization in which different sectors or different departments are there, and due to which there is avoidance of duplication among the business organization. Okay, so these are the different importance of organization. Okay, after importance of organization, next point, that is elements of successful organization. Okay, so there are major 4 elements of organization. In that first one, that is focusing strongly on customer. Okay, so this is the first element of organization, that is the organization must be focused strongly on customer, not on employees' need. Okay, second element, that is clearly defining the purpose of business. That means whatever the business purpose, that purpose must be clearly defined. Then third element, that is identifying the risk critical to accomplish the firm's purpose. Okay, that means whatever the different risk, that risk must be identified, which are obstacle in attainment of goal, so that risk must be identified. And next one, that is giving priority to critical task. Whatever the critical task, the firm organization must give the priority to that particular critical task, so that the firm can maintain its competitive edge. Okay, so these are the 4 elements of successful organization. After elements of organization, next point, that is functions of organization. Okay, so there are major 3 functions of organization. In that first one, that is responsibility, authority, and third one, that is accountability. Okay, so first one, that is responsibility. So this responsibility is nothing but the obligation to see the task through the completion. Okay, so this responsibility, it may be contractual obligation or it may be voluntary obligation. Okay, so this responsibility cannot be given away. Okay, so responsibility, it may be contractual or voluntary. The responsibility can be shared with one person or group, but it can never be passed downward. Okay, this responsibility can be shared with one person to another group or one person or the group, but it cannot be passed downward. Okay, so this is the responsibility. After responsibility, next function, that is authority. Okay, so this authority, it is the right to command or force an action by the another. Okay, it is the right to command or force action by the another is known as authority. So this authority allows for instruction to be given to another with expectation that they will be carried out whatever the functions or whatever the responsibility. The authority is the derivative of responsibility, since it must come from the ultimate resource, responsibility. Okay, so this authority, it may be the right to command or force an action by the another is known as authority. After authority, third function of organization, that is accountability. So this accountability involves being answerable to another performance. Okay, that means accountability involves being answerable to the another performance, and this is associated with the notation of rewards for acceptable behavior and penalty for unacceptable result. Okay, so it is also derived from responsibility. Okay, so in case of accountability, it can be counted if the rewards for acceptable behavior or penalty for unacceptable result, that is accountability. Okay, so these are the different functions of organization. After functions of organization, next point, that is legal structures of organization. So there are major 5 legal structures of organization. In that first one, that is sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, joint stock company, public or state enterprise. These are the 5 legal structures of organization. Okay, so these are 5 legal structures. We study these 5 legal structure in next lecture in detail. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture, that is organization, meaning, definition, then importance of organization, and next one, that is legal structure and functions of organization. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture. Thank you all.